What is good, y'all? Welcome to Let's Cap. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Everyone stayed safe, had some fun with the family. And if you guys were profitable on 4th of July too, that would have been great. I unfortunately went 0-1 yesterday. I only had one bet on the day. It was in the W. Missed it. But before that, we were on a roll. We actually hit, I actually hit 17 straight plays. And that is my best streak ever. So that was really awesome to go through. Obviously, losing the way I did yesterday was kind of sucky because it was really the sort of like the injury report there. I didn't think that Dawson was going to be out, and she was a big part of the a reason why the Mystics have been pretty profitable from a spread perspective in the last few weeks. So that kind of sucked. But overall, everything's been really great. I was in Vegas the week, and shout out to Austin for running the show while I was out there with my wife, and also Muna for doing that with them. We were over at the Aria, had a lot of fun there. I probably have to go back again soon because I didn't get a chance to get to Circa to sign up for the Circa Millions. So I'll probably be heading back within the next couple months or so. And then met up with Ski over at Westgate. That was awesome. Before he left for his world tour. But yeah, hopefully we get back on track today. Got a couple plays in the W, and let's get to it. Let's get to the W here. I'll share my screen. And obviously, moneyballer.com is what we're using today. And first game up, which one do I have here? Dream and Wings. All right. So we have Dream and Wings. So Wings are 4.5 point favorites at home, total up to 163. Down to 163. And it shifted a lot to Dallas. And a lot of it has to do with, the injury report. If you go over to Underdog, you can see the injuries here. Ryan Howard, Canada broke her finger, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ariel Powers is out. So a lot of that depth that Atlanta has is gone. I think when Howard got hurt, Canada came in. She helped the offense a little bit. And now she's out. Ryan Howard is still out. I'm not really sure where the offense is going to come for this team here. If we look at some of the situational notes, we have baller systems on both sides. We have the rest advantage here for the Dream. They have just a single day, 1 day rest advantage over them. But you can see here, both of these teams kind of been traveling a little bit more so the Wings than the Dream here. So we have six of the last 8 games have been on the road. This is the first time they haven't had to travel. So that's one thing to make note of. If you look at the ATS numbers, these are nasty. Both teams really struggling right now from an ATS perspective. Look at the Wings at home, 1-6-1 ATS on the full game. As a favorite, 0-3-1. But the Dream not doing well as dogs either. Off a loss, the Wings continue to struggle there. I think this is probably the most important piece, like the home favorite situation. It's really tough to look towards the Wings in this spot with how they've been playing, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So they haven't been covering, but they're giving up a lot of points. And we'll look at that in Give Me the Dog. Looking at the stats here, so if we look on the full season, just a whole bunch of red. Both teams struggling on both sides of the ball. Dream for sure on the offensive side of the ball more so than anything, and then the Wings on the defensive side of the ball. If you go here to Give Me the Dog, let's go to this season, and we go to the Wings. So on the season, 4-16 straight up, 7-13 ATS, 13-7 to the over, allowing 88.9 points per game. But if we look over here, this DPA is delta points allowed, meaning how many points did they allow their opponent to go up and over or below their team total. And you can see just a whole bunch of positive numbers here, meaning that they've been allowing teams to get up and over their team total. So there's only 3 with a negative number. So that's what 16. So it's 16-3-1 because we have a push here on that team total. Opponents are 16-3-1 to the team total over against the Wings. That's just something that I can't uh you know look away from. But at the same time, if you look at the Dream, they've been struggling offensively, only averaging 76 per game. And if we go back to the moneyballer.com, you can see it's because pace, 11th in pace, dead last in offensive rating. And if you look at their effective field goal percentage, dead last there on the season. Um, Overall, I mean, a lot of these numbers kind of cancel each other out. I didn't bet this game at all. If I was to bet it though, it would be towards the under with just both of these teams struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Both of these teams playing a slower pace here. Neither team really forcing turnovers, right? Eighth and ninth on the season for turnover rate forced. I just don't see a lot of points here between these two teams. So I agree with the market, which has come down to 163. I didn't bet it, but I would only look in that direction. I maybe one way to do it. Maybe one way to do it is a team focusing in on the team total under. So one thing that I like to do with the team totals, if like whoever's the favorite, um, it's more so them to be under the team total just because of the value of the number that they're on. So I would say Dallas team total under in some way if they struggle offensively, and you can see the Dream do have a little bit of a better defense than them. Um, so that's that look there. I'll go to the comments and see what you guys got going on. Yeah, appreciate it. Yep. Let's get this money. What's up, Mitch? Sakurai. Yeah, yesterday I think we were on the same side with the Mystics there. Appreciate that. Alicia Gray assists. Yeah, I think she's gonna have a lot of usage. She's gonna have the ball in her hands a lot with Canada out. Um, and so I could see her getting it to Charles or getting it to Cheyenne in the post. That would probably be the best ways to get her assists. Is just feeding down in the post. And you can see here the Wings field goal percentage allowed 11th in the league. So um, that would be the option. But you can see here they do struggle in the paint. So um, those I would say that it would be Charles or Cheyenne getting her points there for her. I could see Alicia getting her points prop though. Shooting from three, she should be able to get her shot from three in the mid range. So I think that would be one way to go as well. She is a 3 level scorer for them. 4.5. Yeah, no, that's definitely laughable. I can't take the Wings as favorites right now. Billings double makes sense to me. She's gonna be on the court a lot. Yeah, all right, that's it for that game. Like I said, I'm not betting this one. This one's kind of messy all over the place. But like I said, Wings team total under would be my strongest lean there. Let's move on to the next game here, the Aces and the Sparks. All right, so Aces, Sparks. So Aces are the heavy favorites on the road here. They did play yesterday. They covered against the Mystics, so they are on the back to back. We have baller systems on both sides here, so kind of countering each other. You see the Sparks have some more situational notes. The rest advantage, obviously, like I said, Aces on the back to back. Aces in season revenge. So the Sparks did come out with a 4-point win in their last matchup here. So some in season revenge there. I don't think Chelsea was not on the roster at that point, but she's made such a big difference. You can see their wins have been by double digits primarily since she got back. I think that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 in a row. They covered 5 of them. And you can see the Sparks here. They've been on the road a lot. And then they went home. They did lose to the Mystics. So this is the first time in a long time where they didn't have to travel from from one place to another, except for here, Liberty. They did play Liberty twice, but so looking from an ATS perspective, you can see the Sparks at home 2-5-1 ATS. Aces numbers to me, I feel like those are a little bit misleading, just because, like I said, I think Chelsea Gray coming back has shifted momentum, and just overall they've just been playing way better with her in the lineup. Over under, same thing here. Some of the numbers do say the under in the first half here, but like I said, I think some of these things are a little bit misleading. So one thing that we could do is go here and pull up the last 6 days. Sorry, like 6 games, and you can see how big of a difference this Aces team on both sides of the ball. First in offensive rating, second in defensive rating. The big shift right here is on the defensive side of the ball with Chelsea Gray in. So the 6 games Chelsea has been in, first in effective field goal percentage, second in effective field goal percentage allowed. Sparks allowing the highest percentage in the last 6 games. So, I mean, one way to look at it right off the bat, and looking at the pace of play that the Aces have been playing, could be a team total over. But I think it's a really high number. If you look at the Sparks side here, they're turning the ball over at a very high rate, dead last in the league there. The Aces they don't force a lot of turnovers, but that kind of balances out. If we look at the the numbers here from a points per game perspective, 91.3, first in the league, 11th in points per game allowed for the Sparks. So, like I said, a lot of things really pointing towards a Aces team total over. But if you look at some of these other pieces, along with the situational spot right on the second leg of back-to-back games, there could be a situation where they slow things down a little bit more. But the starters yesterday, none of them played more than 30 minutes, so they should be actually pretty set and ready to go in this one. I took the spread here at I believe it was 12 last night. I don't think it shifted too much, but it was 12 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 12. So I took it at 12 last night. I mean, I think Asia's gonna eat in the paint. You can see the big gap right there. You can see the mid range right there. Asia's all over those two pieces. I know the 3-point shot has been going down for Plum, but overall, their overall 3-point defense for the Sparks at the corner 3 and above the break 3, struggling there. So there's just so many different ways that the Aces can attack this offensively. I mean, I still can't talk anyone off the team total over, but I think the spread I like the spread a little bit more just because of the situational spot with them being on the back-to-back. And one more thing to mention too. So I think people are going to bring up that back-to-back, double-digit favorites and traveling from home to road. But one thing that I looked at here, we go from season greater than or equal to 2012, and road and rest equals 0, right? Nothing significant from the ATS perspective. A little bit towards the over. You can see this is normally a spot you fade them from a money line perspective, but you add the line is less than or equal to -10. So basically, road double-digit favorite. It goes to 4-0 straight up and ATS, winning by about 20 points per game. Doesn't happen too often, but in the last couple of years, it's happened, multiple times. And you can see that they're winning by margin, covering by margin, but they don't necessarily have to get up and over their team total. You can actually shift it down a couple points to 8, and it goes to 7-0 straight up, 6-0-1 against the spread. Again, winning by what is this, like 17 points here? Winning and covering by margin, not necessarily having to get up and over their team total. So that's why I really focused in on the ATS that first half margin. Yes, first half margin as well. You can see that there. That's like, what was that? Second quarters are above 8. So yeah, that's like 13 points or so. 13-point gap in that first half. Damn, I didn't even look at that. Good call out, Mitch. I might even add that first half. I like it. I like that a lot. All right, so I'm actually gonna add the first half to my card. All right, so one more game here before we bring up Munaf. We got the Sky and the Storm. So we got a lot of things backing the Sky here on the baller systems, and also the under. The Storm are 10-point favorites at home. I think it shifted from 9, and the total is at 162 right now. So if you look at the Storm, they're in the middle of that long homestand. I think it's like 9 straight home games. So this is their 5th one. They've been dominating on both sides of the ball. Obviously, they've been playing lower tier teams, but I don't think right now at this point that Chicago is considered. I feel like Chicago is towards the bottom middle of the team, like I don't know, like 3rd tier or whatever. If you look at the Sky, they've been on the road for the last. They've just been on the road for one game, but they came from Atlanta, going to Seattle, so they traveled a lot from east to west. Travel situation there, and then ATS, you can see the Storm at home 7-2 ATS first half, and on the road you can see them here struggling as a dog. The Sky as favorites, Storm covering off a win, Storm covering. One thing to mention too, if we go to give me the dog and we just look at the Storm here, if they're more rested than their opponent, they've covered 4 out of the 4 games, 4-0 straight up and against the spread. Opponents under their team total in all 4 games by a huge margin. And then if you look at the Sky, do the total opposite. When they're less rested than their opponent, 0-3 straight up, 0-3 ATS. Really tight there as far as like going under their team total, but they have been allowing their opponents to get up and over their team total. I took the Storm at 9 yesterday. I think, like I said, it's gone up to 10. I mean, the Storm is just such a good home team. If we go to these splits here on the season and we split it from home and away, Storm home, 1st in the league in offensive rating, 1st in the league in defensive rating. On the road here, 8th in offensive rating, 5th in defensive rating. Pace up though, so that's the only reason why I don't want to look at towards the Sky team total under specifically. I just wanted to focus in on the spread here with the Storm. Overall, effective field goal percentage 12th for the Sky. I just feel like they're gonna struggle against this strong Storm team. Neither team really turning the ball over at a high rate, but they do force turnovers at a high rate. Free throw rate goes to the Storm. Just a lot of things really pointing towards the Storm to be able to get up and over their team total. So instead of looking toward if we're looking at a team total perspective, instead of looking at Sky team total under, I think Storm team total over could be the way to go if you don't want to look at the spread. Since it's a double-digit number, I don't think the Sky are going to be able to shoot the 3 ball efficiently here. I think one thing, I was watching Chris's show this morning. He mentioned something that made a lot of sense to me, and it's the Ezzy and Skylar both kind of being not really. I mean, they got snubbed from the All-Star team. I think both are deserved to be on the All-Star team, but there were so many other factors that went into it. So this could be a game where Ezzy and Skylar take out some frustration. So if I was looking at props, I would look towards them. Maybe if you have WNBA like blocks and steals or whatever, Ezzy is the way to go there. Yeah, but I can only look in that direction. So that's the way that I went for the W. I gave you the 2 plays that I liked and some of the leans. Some of the numbers have shifted, but not too much. I still feel comfortable taking them where they are now. All right, so that's the W. Let's get Munaf in here. What up, Munaf? Oops. There you go.
What's going on, RC? How you doing, bro?
Chilling, bro. Good to be back on the show. Appreciate you hopping on. I just messaged you like 20 minutes ago. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do the show. I was like, all right, maybe I do one. I kind of miss doing it. So hopefully you and Chris, you and Austin, did some damage, man. I popped into the show a couple of times while I was at the pool. just to say what's
Yeah.
up. But then I wasn't really paying attention. I was chilling.
I had
So how did you guys do?
Wednesday we did the last show Wednesday. Obviously, yesterday was July 4th.
Yeah.
Did end up going 3-0 on the picks that I did give out on the Wednesday card. I know me and Austin were exchanging some texts back and forth. But yeah, I know. Think Monday we got off to a great start. We had both agreement on the Astros. That one got us to the window, and then Tuesday wasn't a great day, but we bounced back very nicely on Wednesday. So hopefully we can close out the week strong here, man.
Yeah. So I didn't take any baseball. Man, I haven't. To be honest, I've been so keyed in on WNBA. I haven't looked at MLB at all.
I
I
don't
was just
blame
trying
you.
to keep that. I was just trying to keep that streak going.
I know, man.
It was kind of. I was really frustrated yesterday. I mean, it's one thing when um you lose. I just feel like I kind of got shafted yesterday with the injury report, but it's all good. All right, let's get into the MLB. I think Austin actually sent me some plays that he was looking at, but is there anything that you took specifically that you want to break down?
Honestly, man, it's a pretty I don't say ugly card, but some of these pitching matchups are don't really jump off of the page.
Yeah.
We could dig into. I was leaning towards Cardinals first five with Corbin on the mound there, or an over 4.5. I know Corbin hasn't been very profitable in the first 5 innings when he's on the mound. I know he's at home today against the Cardinals. That was one way I was looking. And then I wanted to get there with the Phillies. I know it's Max Fried and the Braves, but Aaron Nola's been pretty good on the road as well. So I know those are the two ones that we can dive into here before we get some
All right,
more.
let's do it. So Cardinals, Nationals. So Nationals heavy dogs at home, plus 150. The total at 9. You got Gray and Corbin, righty versus lefty. Rating system does like the Cardinals here. I mean, it seems pretty fair as far as or pretty even as far as expected um, odds there. If we look at situational notes, so Cardinals coming off an extra inning game. So this must be first game of the series. Yep. All right. So they're traveling. Washington has been at home. Last 5 starts here. Then he's been giving up runs. Wait, this is a double. This is duplicated. All right. So not really sure why that happened there, but this is duplicated on the site. So last start really struggled. Gave up 6 runs, 3 earned, 7 hits. Only lasted 4 and a third. Corbin, 6 innings pitched there. He's given up some runs in the last couple of games. Gave up 2 home runs to the Rays. All right, and he pitched 6 innings.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of the splits here. Damn, Corbin sucks in the first 5.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at the first 5. Either
Yeah.
that or Cardinals team total over
All
in
right,
the
let's
first
dive
5.
into that. All right, so Corbin first 5, 3-13 and 1 on the money line as a home dog, 1 and 6. Let's go there real quick. Fuck. All right, so we go season. So giving up over 2.5 per game. How far does he go in those? Man, I wish I could see. All right, so well, what would be the total? Wouldn't it be like 3? It's not 3.5. Is it 2.5 for the team total
Yeah,
over?
it should be 2.5 because the full game total is 8.5. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
that Cardinals full game is 4.5, and they just do it 2.5. Maybe a little bit of juice on it, but I don't think it would be a whole heck of a lot.
This is interesting though. So 1 and 6 here, but if you look at the over under, it's 5-1-1 to the under.
Yeah, we also take a look at they're not scoring a lot when Corbin's on the mound as well. They're
Yeah.
Nationals. I mean, that may have changed out because I know they got some of their guys back. You know, Mitch pointed that James Wood is. They called him up over the weekend as well. So,
Oh yeah. To bring up some offense.
Yeah, he's been pretty damn good thus far.
So Sonny Gray is a road favorite. There's their over here because you said it was 4.5, right?
Yeah, 4.5 for first 5.
So it seems like he's been giving up some runs, and he gets that run support. A lot of that. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense here. Would you just look at Cardinals team. Were you looking for the first 5 over or the Cardinals team total over?
I think I'm more convinced on the first 5. I think that the Nationals can get a couple off of Sonny Gray.
Yeah,
Maybe it's like 3-2 in favor of the Cardinals at the end of 5, maybe a little bit more. Maybe it gets done sooner, but I do think that they'll both give up runs at least in the first 5. And we
yeah,
mentioned that Corbin's just not very good in the first 5, especially.
yeah. All right, so I moved it to last 30 days. Man, he has not won a first 5.
Yeah.
All right, so we look at the stats here. I mean, both teams kind of struggling offensively. They're actually putting up 4.4 runs per game with these types of numbers, which tells me like, yeah, it almost seems like it's negative regression, right? Wouldn't you think? I mean, their barrel rate, hard hit rate is super low.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're seeing the ball pretty well as far as like not striking out. But it doesn't seem like the contact is really that great. I think it might be this. I mean, their speed puts them in position to score, so
Yeah.
maybe there's a little bit of luck involved here as far as their points going. That's tough. And Sonny Gray has looked pretty solid last 30 days, so that's 5 starts. Corbin's struggling here. Bullpen, maybe some room here for negative regression on the Cardinals bullpen. That's interesting. I mean, some of the trends are saying over for first 5, but then
The batting numbers aren't just
the
backing it
stats,
up.
yeah, the stats don't look like
Yeah.
it's an over. That I would probably stay away from this one. This one's tough.
Yeah, they're the first 5 team total for Cardinals at 2.5, but for the Nationals it's at 1.5.
Yeah. And for like the nerfy betters or whatever, these numbers kind of point towards the nerfy too.
Yeah.
Sonny Gray 4-1 to the nerfy, Corbin 5-0 to the nerfy. If you look at the team in general as a home dog, 9-1 to the nerfy. I don't bet those, but just
Yeah,
pointing them
you could
all out.
probably get if it's a nerfy again for this game, you could probably get a way better number in the first 5 after the first inning.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, that one was tough. I don't know where to go with that one. What was the other one? Philly?
Yeah, Phillies and Braves.
Phillies, Braves. So Braves, some favorites at home. Nola versus Fried. Phillies. It looks like the rating system likes Phillies here primarily
Yeah.
for bullpen, bullpen and batting. They've been at home a lot, so and they've been
Braves, yeah.
traveling a lot.
Mhm.
Damn. All right, so but their offense. Look at their offense is struggling. 2-2-2, 3-3-2.
And this was a team last year that blink of an eye, they're putting up like 5-6 runs. Are the Braves? I know they don't have Ronald Acuna Jr. right now, obviously with
Yeah.
the torn ACL, but their offense has really been struggling. Them and the Rangers.
Expected rainout for. I mean, is that postponed or delayed?
Could be. Let me see the weather. Mitch is pretty spot on with tracking the weather.
Mitch, the weatherman. Fried has been under 4-0 to the under last 30 days. Braves in general, though, as home favorites, are over team.
I don't see any rain in the forecast, but
Dude, there's such a big gap with this offense, Phillies versus Braves.
yeah. But I think if you do last 7 days, RC for Phillies, because they've been without Schwarber and Bryce Harper.
Gotcha.
It
Are they
may
both
be a
out
little
still?
bit different. Yeah, they're both still out, I believe. Let me double check.
There's still a little bit of a gap, but their barrel rate, hard hit rate comes down a lot. They're getting good contact. I mean, sorry, they're getting potentially a little bit of luck involved here, and then like a little bit of the opposite for the Braves. Good barrel percentage, hard hit rate last 7 days is not turning into runs. There's both teams are striking out at a high rate. Have you looked at pitcher props here?
I haven't yet.
So last 14 days, the Braves have been striking out at a high rate. You have Nola here at 9.8 Ks per 9. This could be one where we see him get up and over. He's been going to like 6, 7 6 and 7 innings consistently. I mean, I could see that happening.
Let me see his recent form for. Yeah, no, that's 9. He had 9 against the Marlins, 6 against the Tigers. Wonder, I think Mitch probably has that number for what his strikeouts is for
Yeah.
Nola.
Damn, their bullpen's been solid though. The Braves.
Yeah. Sean, kind of like we're kind of talking through it here. Like maybe an under may be in play. I don't know.
It seems like it. It does seem like an under type game. I mean, Fried already is 4-0 to the under in the last 30 days. If we're expecting the Phillies bats to continue like struggle, the Braves to struggle, both teams kind of striking out at a higher rate in the last 14 days. You can see here some positive regression for Nola. Bullpens are very solid. It does look like an under type game to me. 7.5. I mean, that's probably the reason why it's 7.5.
Yeah, it does seem like that website that Mitch put in there. Showers and thunderstorms are likely to lead to a delay or postponement.
It's probably because it's so later in the day.
Yeah.
All right. And Nola strikeouts is at 6.5.
Plus 150.
That actually seems really doable. All right, so let me look at. Did you make any bets today for MLB?
Honestly, I haven't. I've circled a few, but I'm waiting to kind of pull the trigger on it. It's not really a lot that I loved on the card here for today.
All right, so here's one that Austin brought up to me right here. Is that kicking off soon? All right, so Angels Cubs. You can see Cubs are heavy favorites here, but our rating system likes them even more. You can see that the implied odds is higher than what the expected is. Yeah, Canning and Steele 0-3 as a lefty, but I mean, other than that, like you can see a significant gap or difference in the offense here, bullpen, even the starting pitcher numbers gives the edge to Steele, even though he's 0-3. They've been at home a lot. They've been traveling here. Now, if we go to Canning's last 5 starts, there must be something going on with our database right now. So this is a duplicate. So if we look at Canning, giving up 4 earned runs here, had a solid start against Oakland, struggled against Milwaukee, struggled against Arizona. He's always consistently at that 6 inning mark though.
Yep.
Or around there. If we look at Steele, he's been looking a little bit better. At least he's not giving up consistent home runs. Gave up 3 here against Milwaukee. Gave up 2 here against the Giants, 2 against the Giants. And then if you look at the last 30 days, I mean, these are all even. But if you look at Angels versus left-handed pitchers this season, 0-4. Sorry, the last 30 days, 0-4. Let me pull season numbers real quick. All right, so recently, the recent form is struggling against lefties.
For the Angels.
Yeah, the Angels. Right, Cubs versus righties. They've been struggling as home favorites here. Unders for the Cubs as home favorites.
The Cubs just went up 2-0, so there you go.
Fuck. Damn it. All right, so now we can't take a live bet, right? Oh. Never mind then. Well, I guess Austin is ahead on that game. All right, so let's go. What else is there? What else did he give me? The Mets. Did the Mets pop off yet?
No, that's not. So there's only one after the Cubs, only afternoon.
Oh, that's the only one? Damn it. All right, so
Yeah.
I missed out on the Cubs. All right, so Mets. All right, so 3 rating. Looks like the bullpen is the advantage there and the team batting. So maybe a look towards. Okay, so the bullpen advantage and the team batting for the Mets here. +3, yes, Severino and Skeens. Damn, I hate. It's really tough to go against Skeens right now. All right, so you got the Mets. They've been on the road for a little bit, and the Pirates are at home here. Last 5 starts, Severino, he's coming off of a sort of a tough start here. Gave up a home run and 4 earned runs, 8 hits. Did pitch 7 innings though. Damn, a lot of runs came after he
After he
came out.
left. Yeah.
And then we have Skeens here. Man, he's solid, bro. Like he's so good. All right, so 6 innings a piece, at least that you would expect from him. Only 1 earned run in the last 3 each. Last 30 days, 4-1 full game, 3-2 on the full game. First 5 here for Skeens, 3-0-2. Unders, first 5 for Severino, unders full game for Skeens. If you look at the splits here by team versus right-handed pitchers, Mets 11-3 in the last 30, 3-0 in the as Road Dogs. Pirates here, somewhat profitable. If you look at the totals, more so to the under for the Pirates on the full game, 15-7 to the under. Split the stats, offense definitely to the Mets side, but man, Skeens has been really dominant. They strike out a lot, but Severino hasn't been a strikeout pitcher in the last 30 days. Bullpen, I would say it's pretty even. I mean, this is such a big gap on the offensive side
On
of the
the
ball.
offense, yeah.
But you're seeing Skeens here. Skeens has been really good in the first 5.
I think
And
it's
we've
strikeouts
seen,
per 9, man. It's
I
wild.
mean, the bullpen seems to be giving it up every time right after. What do you think about this game?
I was looking at maybe a first 5 under in this game.
Okay. I just remembered I had this right on my table, a Paul Skeens
there you
auto
go.
right there.
Nice. Yeah, hang on to that one.
All right, so man, I don't know, man. I can't go against Skeens, but I know Austin said he did like the Mets here in this game.
The umpire that's behind home plate tonight, he's 13-5 to the under.
13-5 to the under.
Yeah.
God dang. Pirates is under. Skeens is under.
First 5 under, I think, makes maybe sense.
Like a first 5 under would be what?
I think 4.
3? Okay, 4.
I think, yeah, total's 8 right now, so you probably get a 4 in there. Let me see here.
First 5.
Yeah, it's 4.
All right, let's just see what type of run support he gets. Damn. That must have been all right.
There
So
probably has to
that
be
must have
a couple
been in
games
the
in there.
beginning right there.
Yeah. Because look at the more recent ones, they've been going under 4 straight.
Yeah. All right, let's do home favorite.
Four and a half.
Damn. I mean, that's crazy. He gets a lot of run support. That's kind of crazy. I mean,
but if you take a look, RC, do Paul Skeens like for next to like previous pitcher Paul Skeens, like Pirates are like terrible after he goes. That's been a fade.
2-7 straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been struggling. So take Peterson tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just take Peterson tomorrow. And 1-3, 1-3, 3-1. All right. It's always faltered too.
Yeah.
Okay. That might be a look tomorrow. Damn, there's nothing in MLB that I like right now.
Yeah, I looked at the card last night. I was like, there's nothing that really jumped off.
Dodgers, no. What is it? I mean, did anyone in the chat have a game that you guys wanted to break down? Because
I don't
nothing
think
really
anybody mentioned
pops
anything.
off. Padres, Orioles. What about this Orioles here? Their offense looks like it's killing it.
Orioles run line may be a play.
Because look at that
But Hogan
bullpen
Harris.
and the team batting at 0. All right, so Harris and Suarez. Let's dive into this one. I kind of want to get an MLB bet down. All right, so Baltimore, they've been on the road. Their offense hasn't. Oh well, they played Seattle. Why are they duplicating? All right, we gotta look at that. Suarez. Oh, he hasn't pitched in a while.
I think his last start was, I want to say it was at home, wasn't he? Against.
It looks like so the 16th on the road against New York. Oh, sorry, the 18th. First game back.
He pitched last Thursday against the Rangers.
As a
6
starter?
shutout innings. Yeah,
Or was there an opener?
Yeah, he started.
Okay. We need to look at that. Okay, so Orioles versus lefties. Man, they've been struggling against lefties.
Yeah, I know that was here. Let me check.
Would this be an under type game? What is this? 2.5. Last 30 days unders. A's unders. A's here unders.
30. Baltimore last 30 days against left-handed pitching are 17th in WRC plus. Team batting average is 22nd. Slugging percentage is 16th.
Seems like an under type spot. But the A's bullpen sucks. And Hogan here. What about like a
first five
under to get away from the bullpen makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any negative regression here with Hogan Harris? That's a pretty
he's been giving up like 3 runs over his past couple starts here. That's what I just saw.
Bro, he gave 10 hits in the last one.
Yeah.
In just 3 in the third. So he definitely doesn't. Both of these guys don't strike out nobody.
Not a lot of run support for in his last 2 starts either. They didn't score any runs. Twins 3-0 loss. Diamondbacks 3-0 loss.
This seems like an under type game.
Yeah, I know Orioles were up in Seattle, so I mean not too much of a travel. They were on the West Coast.
Let me see some notes here. Fuck. Okay. Stay away from the. I mean, why wouldn't it just be the Orioles on the run line here? I can't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, this kind of throws me off a little bit, but everything else points towards the Orioles. Would it be like an A's team total under? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a look. Orioles off a loss are 20-11 straight up. The run line, they're only 14-13 as a -1.5. Maybe first 5 run line for Orioles. But then you said that bullpen is bad for the A's as well.
Yeah. All right, so A's versus starting righties, giving up 3 runs per game in the first 5. Here we go. Home dog 3.43. But they all right. So let's go with Hogan Harris.
A's are on a 3-game winning streak.
That's crazy.
But they play the Angels. That's why they swept them.
All right. So we go. First game of the series off of a win. So 2.5 runs per game, right? I would think it's a. I think it's a A's team total under.
Yeah.
Is it 3.5?
Let's see.
They only went over twice.
Yeah, I think it would be a 3.5. Let me just confirm. Game props. Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. Damn. Why? All right. So the last 3. That's nasty. Home dog. All right. I would think it's a team total under
For the A's.
for the A's.
Yeah.
Under 3.5. Let's see. Let's do one more. I have a meeting coming up with the Money Baller guys. Boston, New York.
Yeah, big series this weekend.
Boston, New York rivalry. All right, so we got the Yankees, home favorites here. Tanner versus Cortez. Dude, our rating system likes the Red Sox a lot. Well, did you dive into this game?
Yeah, I like Tanner Houck. He's been really, really good. The Yankees they just got swept by the Reds at home, believe it or not, man. That's absolutely wild.
So it looks like they got an edge in every part of it, especially the starting pitcher.
Yeah, Houck's been really, really good.
So it makes sense that you want to back him. All right, so all right. So last start though he struggled. So this is you're looking for him to bounce back, right?
Bounce back, yeah.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Okay. Cortez gave up 3 in 4 in the third. So he didn't really last that long. Both of these guys didn't last long in their last starts. Last 30 days, Cortez 1 in 4, opposite for Tanner Houck. Looks like he's been getting some run support, 4 and 1 to the over. Versus left-handed pitchers, Red Sox doing pretty well here.
Yeah, I can't put money on Nestor Cortez. He's been.
Would a Red Sox team total over make sense then?
Red Sox team total over, and then take a look at Tanner Houck on Give Me the Dog RC in his away games.
Five and 2 straight up. Damn, look at that first 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so first 5 money line should definitely be plus money, right?
Yeah, 100% if they're underdog in the game. Let me double check what that number would be.
What's that? I mean, sorry, my bad. The run line is the run line still plus money or no?
For the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Let me see.
First 5.
First 5. Plus the half. No, it's minus 130.
Minus 130.
Money line's plus 105.
All right. So if we look at more stuff here, damn, the over is crazy. So the offense pretty even, slight edge to the Red Sox. I mean, I think it's mainly because they get the extra guys on in scoring position here, but they do strike out a little bit more, but it's pretty much even. I mean, they're right there, right next to each other. Starting pitcher matchup, Tanner Houck definitely. I mean, it seems like he has the edge there. Has been giving up home runs though, which is weird
You say
because
Cortez?
yeah, it's all right. So this is interesting to me because like he's giving up home runs, but his fly ball rate is super low. It sort of doesn't make sense to me. So maybe I think that positive regression is there for Hauk, right? Because 4.85 ERA too, down to 3.6. The bullpen edge to the Red Sox too. I don't even think it's the first five. I think it's just the Red Sox in general.
Yeah. Red Sox first 5 team totals only 1.5.
Why? I think this is I think this is Red Sox money line full game. I think we also take advantage of that bullpen.
Yeah, that Jesus, that bullpen's been terrible. The Red Sox over the last 30 days RC against left-handed pitching, team batting average number 3, slugging percentage number 4, OPS number 4, WRC plus. They are number 5, and WOBA they are number 4. So they're top 5 in most of those advanced statistical offensive categories against left-handed pitching.
Okay, I think that's it. I think I found my play then. I think it's the Red Sox money line.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it in first 5.
You can take the first 5.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like that over 1.5 team total and then money line.
only first 5.
Yeah,
Team total 1.5. 1.5. First 5 money line. I might just split. I might just split it. Split a unit first 5 and the full game then on the money line. All right, there you go. I've been waiting to get a play. I thought it was gonna be A's team total under, but I think this Red Sox is gonna be it. Let's move over to the top looks. All right, Munaf. Appreciate you coming on here and talking baseball with me. Man, it's been a while since I was diving into MLB. Like I said, I really focused in on the WNBA while that streak was going on. Hopefully, we can start a new one today. Real quick shout out to themoneyballer.com, the website we use today. We also use Give Me the Dog for SDQL purposes. But themoneyballer.com, it is free until the end of this month. Make sure you utilize this time here to see if the value is there for you guys at themoneyballer.com. I use it every single day. It's a big reason why I got on that huge winning streak in the W. And we also have more features coming out. Obviously NFL is going to be coming out as well. And also, if you sign up now and you have the free basic access, once we go live with the paid version, the full paid version, you will get a coupon code to extend your access for a cheaper price. So just kind of say thank you to everyone that's given us a chance to try the site out. And yeah, that's basically it. So after August 1st, if you haven't signed up for free basic, you won't get that discount that we're going to be giving away. So just try it out, see if there's value. If not, there's no risk involved. You're not paying nothing. So with that said, let's move on to the top looks. All right, Munaf, let's go with you first.
Yeah, I think this last game we just talked about, the Red Sox. I'll take them in the first 5 money line, so at plus odds around plus 105, and then I'll take their first 5 team total over 1.5. It's a little juiced at minus 130, but they're smashing left-handed pitching over the last 30 days. Cortez, I really can't trust. I think Tanner Houck bounces back like we talked about. Seemed like an outlier game for him, but I think the Yankees struggles. I think it all just meshes well for a Red Sox to come out and play well in the first 5 innings. I think full game as well.
Yeah, no, I like it. So for MLB, I'm gonna ride with that first 5 money line, and then also take the full game money line. So I'm gonna split that unit between the two. And then in the W, let me look at the lines first. All right, so I think with what's available at the current line, I would say Seattle. The Storm at home have been really dominant. Like I said, their home splits, first in offensive rating, first in defensive rating, can't get any better than that. Chicago had to travel from Chicago to Atlanta to Seattle, um, and their defense is struggling. So the top look in the W would be Seattle -10. There's actually some 9.5s available over at Bet Online and Bookmaker if you have those. But I still feel comfortable with the -10 there for Seattle. All right. With that said, that's the end of the show. Munaf, again, man, appreciate you coming on here in 20 minutes notice. And hopefully we cash some tickets today. I know you
Yeah.
didn't come in with a bet, but we dove into it, and I feel like we found a pretty good one
Yeah.
with Boston. So, all right, good luck to us. Good luck to everyone in the chat. Appreciate all of you guys. Also, at the end of every show, I had to always mention this. Whether you fade us or follow us, it is on you to make that call. Good luck with all your actions. Till next time. Peace.